Hey, I'm Steve Van Pelt, and today I'm going to be showing you how to repair a kiteboarding kite. I hope this can work great for you guys, where maybe if you have an older kite that it doesn't quite make sense to pay someone to repair it, but you'd hate to see it go to the landfill. This would be a great option for you guys to repair your kite yourself with a home sewing machine, get it back up in the air and back out at having fun while saving money at the same time. I'm just going to be using sail tape, which you can purchase through any sailing website, and a home sewing machine with some UV resistant thread that is also available through a sailing website. So let's get to work. We are going to start by opening the kite up and exposing the damage. We have a little bit of a horizontal rip here, but there's luckily a lip on the leading edge that we can still attach to. And then we have this rip here that goes all the way through the canopy. I would say probably the biggest trick when dealing with a surface area this big and doing a repair is keeping everything all lined up. But luckily, we've got a trick, and I'll show you that in just a sec. Alright, so here's the trick. We're going to take some normal packing tape and a little clamp. I'm going to just clamp this upside down, sticky side up to the table. We are going to run this all the way across to this end. And I'm going to use a clamp here at this end as well. So now you can see we've got a clamp on both ends. The sticky side is up on this tape. And now all we have to do is apply the canopy to it. So I'm just starting here at this end, and I'm going to stick it to the packing tape. I'm just going to be slowly keeping a straight line, working our way down. This is the nice thing about this process, is there's nothing complicated about it. No special skills required. You just have to be patient a little bit. So you see, now I'm going to go back, and the nice thing with having this Ripstop fabric is I can just watch that the grid pattern in the Ripstop is lining up, and I can see that it is lining up just fine right now. So, now that I've gotten it started, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little clamp here on the end just to keep this from peeling up. Alright, so you can see I've just been working my way down along here, and you can see just keeping that grid pattern lined up perfectly. That is what's really nice about this Ripstop, is there's no question as to whether it's lined up or not. I'm going to remove my clamp for just a second there. And I'm going to start applying this sail tape from this end. And I'm going to just kind of work my way down the kite here. Alright, we're just going to see if we can just kind of finish this off here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just unstick this from our tape. Move that all back. I'm actually going to just turn this 90 degrees. So we've got this rip right here that we are going to tape up next. We were able to get that all lined up there. Now we're just going to ripstop tape that seam. Alright, now that we've applied all the ripstop tape to the first side, we're going to flip the whole kite over and apply it on the other side as well. It's really cool to flip this over and just barely be able to see this rip. It actually went all the way through here and across there. Alright, I'm just starting right here where the rip is along the seam here, and I'm just going to apply it all the way across here. Okay, so I've got my patch cut, and we're just going to go ahead and apply it here. Okay, we've got that patch applied. We're going to go ahead and apply our patch right there now. Okay, so now we have all of our ripstop tape applied. The one last thing we're going to do before we start sewing is we're going to add a little bit of Dacron tape to the ends where it was split. You can see, here's our little spot here that we need to add some Dacron to. I am just going to extend it by about an inch beyond the tear in both directions. I believe this Dacron is used in these areas because it is a more abrasion resistant and it's just a lot stronger. This is used in the main canopy area because it's so much lighter, but this is used in the areas that might come into contact with anything. And I'm just going to apply this right over the top here. And so I'm just going to fold over our backing halfway and just kind of start to apply it here. Alright, we've got it pretty well applied to this side. I'm just going to flip it over here, and we're going to finish applying it right here. Okay, now that we have applied our ripstop tape and our Dacron tape on both sides, we are going to take this to the sewing machine and finish it off. This morning we've got our sewing machine set up and our kite here ready to sew, so we're going to get right into it. Alright, so we've got our sewing machine all set up and ready to go. We'll power it on. And we'll start by sewing in this patch here in the end. So, I'm going to get our presser foot positioned. Gonna run a few steps forward and then go a few steps back. So now I'm going to move to a zigzag stitch. On my machine, you set that up by just changing this to number 4 and let it go. There we go. Alright, now we've got our zigzag pattern. We're just going to follow this stitch right down this line here. That seals our end in. Now we just need to go for the long stitch here. So what I like to do is I like to do 4 stitches. I like to do 1 on the outside edge of the patch and then 2 on either side of the rip. Alright, so here's our completed repair. We've got this little horizontal rip along the leading edge, and then we have this right here that just goes all the way through the canopy. And then we have our little patch up here at the top. And once again, kind of what we've done here, we've done 4 stitches, which probably is overkill, but I don't think it hurts either. I think, you know, this is a 11-meter kite. It's big enough that the weight of the extra thread isn't going to cause any problems. And so yeah, we've got 2 stitches on either side of the rip right here in the middle, and then these just holding in the outside edges of the tape. And with this, I don't think this is ever going to break. It definitely won't rip again in this location. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more DIY and outdoor content.